Hello everyone, this is the Inside Web3 podcast show with Pigman. For more than a year, if I'm not mistaken. So, um, welcome for those joining us for the first time. On our Primo DB's Hangout, we also have the Inside Web3 podcast show featured on this show. For those of you who have been following up with the sessions from the beginning of this year, you would find out that we've had a number of interesting guests, industry experts from different parts of the world, and today we're joined by a number of our coding friends and also influencers and industry experts who are also here to share their insight and their journey also on their own story. So this is really going to be a very a wonderful session where we get more I would say education on how we see the landscape or the Web3 domain pushing forward. Yes. So, but before we go into the show proper, before we go into Inside Web3 proper, I would love to do what I usually do best, which is share some updates, that has happened within the Web3 domain over the months. No, just over the weeks. Like to be more precise, last week there's a lot happening. We all know that this space or this domain, this industry is rapidly changing very fast. We've got an influx of new things happening every day, updates from different sectors of the world, from regulations to policies to man, there's a lot of things happening, and yeah, very interesting. Both the good times and the bad times, and the good news and the bad news. So I'm just gonna give just about five of them, some of which you guys may know of or don't know, just a little bit update. You can gain as many more updates within the Web3, crypto, AI, reward assets, whatever. You can find them on mainstream on your channels like Cointelegraph and the rest. So so moving forward, I guess I've got one on my list. One of the key updates happening lately, we see crypto market cap crosses about 3.9 trillion, let's say $3.9 trillion as altcoins join the rally. We've been chatting about what they call it, the bull run. I can say, and I can confidently say, we're actually at that stage of the bull run, and a number of media outlets are reporting that the total market cap, of course, not just reporting, but it is what it is, that the total market cap of the crypto industry has surpassed $3 trillion with Bitcoin dominance at 9%, and you got altcoins also were pushing like SRP. Of course, XRP has been making some trends lately, and you've got Solana also, and these are some of the altcoins pushing forward, upward, and we're seeing the market progressing or growing gradually, in terms of its total market cap. And if you would want to know why this really matters, you're looking at broad-based trends, beyond Bitcoin, shows that the market confidence is spreading, useful, when looking at what's happening with Bitcoin and the altcoin and all the stuff, with a lot of frameworks solidifying what crypto stands for, especially even in Dubai and the rest. Secondly, we've got one update that we are familiar, or that we should be familiar with. We're seeing a lot of institutional demand, continues to reshape the market. Strong ETF flows are material, of course. We hear about ETF. These are one of the drives of what's happening right now with institutional demand coming into the sector, coming into the domain, most especially crypto. And we're seeing a lot of things happening with a lot of ETF allocation from a number of countries, most especially in the United States, and there's a lot going on. So in regards to that particular aspect shaping this narrative. Then the third on my list, we're looking at AI model, outperform in crypto trading trials. Yes, I saw that news. Very funny, but from what I read, it says in the trading competition reported by this is actually a post by South China Morning Post. Chinese AI model DeepSeek and Queen 3 Max doubled more. Yeah, doubled more, not just more, doubled more their portfolios in days while outperforming Western just Western ARs. I'm just going to break it down because this news went a bit viral where DeepSeek, and I guess was it GPT, but one of those models, AI models, did a trading competition, and it was recorded that the DeepSeek won over, increasing its turned its trading allocation to from $10,000 to about $22,000 in trading. What I'm trying to say, or what this whole thing is trying to depict, this update, is trying to let you know that AI is not as a joke anymore. It's coming in full game with with crypto, with the blockchain, even trading and competing among themselves. It's something that you should look into if you are a trader, because AI is it's getting not just more funny but more interesting. So, and the fourth on my list, I'm going to try and round up with this. We're looking at Africa Web3 plus AI movement. Still on AI. I just want to pinpoint that we're seeing not just Africa alone, but Dubai also. Dubai also, when it comes to the AI and Web3, events, from different parts of the world. And the fifth on my list, we're looking at UAE emerges as real world asset tokenization leader with clear regulatory roadmap. And I agree with that so much. And I think we have some people from the UAE, most especially Muneeb, here on this show, and we're looking. Yeah, UAE has did set this framework when it comes to real world asset tokenization. And I agree with this news that says UAE is the leader in regards to such framework. So yeah, I guess that is all I have when it comes to update. This is just there's a lot of things happening. This is just a little of what I got out just last week. And all I'm trying to say, if you really want to know what's happening within the space, you want to keep up, you have to reach out to reliable the media outlets. You've got them, we know them, Cointelegraph and CoinDesk and Reuters, and a lot of these verifiable website where that give good news and directly from their website and all this stuff. So yeah, that will be all. Trying to cover up some updates. Once again, I want to appreciate everyone who's joining this show from different parts of the world, and I really appreciate this is a Primo this hangout, and here on the show in the Inside Web3 podcast is featured. And we have amazing guest speakers. I wouldn't want to waste our time. That's why I'm a bit fast, but I would right now begin to introduce my guests. Do us a favor, do me a favor, do Big Man a favor. Yeah, retweet the space. You can tell your friends to come join, listen to these guys, share their stories, and also share, what they call it, share their share their their expertise in what they're doing. This is really going to be a very insightful discussion. And yes, I would love to start with introduction. And yes, I've got my brother on the show. Got Jeribond, and I just call him Jerry. And I've got Cynthia also. I've got Muneeb. Yes. I think we've come a long way. Not really a long way, but I think we've come to this point, being on the same show together. So I'm really excited having you guys, and I would love to hear your story. Let's say 3 minutes, just to give you the listeners, kind of a formal introduction about yourself and share a bit of your journey. So I'm going to start with Jerry, and after Jerry goes, and Cynthia will go next, and Muneeb will come last, and we're gonna definitely going to be rotating this whole thing. So I want this roundtable discussion to be very interesting, and let's see how we start. So, Jerry, Mike is yours. Thank you so much.
Mic check, mic check.
Yeah.
If you can hear me, please. All right, all right, Dre. Thank you so much, big man. I really appreciate the privilege to be here on the space. Um, GN to Cynthia, GN to Muneeb, and good to be here. Um, my name is Jeribond, and this same story I'm about to share right now is something I've shared over and over in the crypto space. I came into crypto around 2019, and I saw the last bull market. And I started with smart contracts for search and the rest, and then so the people started from learning more courses, and then we were taught, we had assignments and so on, and then we had deliverables, and we had quite a number of things that we did to prove ourselves. And over the years, after the last bull market, we we kept on learning. We made a lot of mistakes during the last bull. We held on to what we were supposed to sell, and that way. But one thing that we never stopped doing was learning. I kept on learning over the years. So I went from memes, DeFi, you all name it, and somehow we ended up becoming kills in the space. I didn't think people actually bargain to become KOLs. As long as you keep doing what you're doing best, you end up having people that believe in what you're doing, and then you have so much responsibility to also guide others. So that's how we got here. And I've worked with a lot of projects, and I worked with a lot of ecosystems as well. One of the dominant ecosystem blockchain I've worked with over the last 3 years is actually the Ton blockchain. Um, yes. So thank you very much. I'll be welcome any question. On the
Yeah.
stage to
Thank you for that. I was hoping you share your story how you lost your money to meme coins. Because I know almost everyone have that story of losing money, and it's definitely going to be meme coins. So thank you so much for that introduction. Please, guys, do want to follow the speakers you see on this section, and I would appreciate that. So yeah, Cynthia, over to you. Yeah, the only lady we have here on the guest speaker section. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for having me. I'm Cynthia Okato. I'm the founder and CEO of Mystical Limited, and I've been in the Web3 space for over 7 years now. I think I joined the space when a friend introduced me to some investments, crypto investment, and I think then we're investing with Ethereum. And then I bought Ethereum for the first time. It was around 100 USDT for one Ethereum. And so I invested, and it was all going fine. But eventually I realized that even without investing into that scheme, the Ethereum in my wallet was actually appreciating. And I'm like, oh wow, this is something new. Like I didn't know that something outside of fiat currency could actually appreciate in value. And it kind of like made me to start exploring deep into what this whole Web3 blockchain and the rest was all about. And so I started reading white papers, joining communities, following influencers, and fortunately for me, I was able to join a blockchain auditing and security company, and I worked under them for a couple of years. And while working under them, I was exposed to working with different crypto projects with real use cases. So, when you're working with projects, you're not just working because you're working, you're actually working and acquiring wealth of knowledge, because you need to understand how the use cases work. You also need to understand the impact it has on this community. And so that was like a privilege that I was exposed to. And I worked with a couple, like lots of crypto projects. And it kind of like impacted me because I had this very huge wealth of knowledge. And I started, coaching people and mentoring most women, because when I first joined the space, it's kind of like it was a whole lot. Everything felt like pieces of different information scattered everywhere. So it wasn't easy to get all of them together and make something meaningful out of it. So I was able to, when I found my place, when I was able to learn about the fundamentals of blockchain, took some few courses, I started making impact in other person's life, because I didn't want to like just be the only one in my space or in my community doing this. I started impacting lots of women, encouraging growing adults to be like, come, look into this blockchain, see what's happening, see how you can also make good use of it. So after a couple of years down the line, working both under the blockchain security and auditing company I was working with, and also working with few crypto projects directly, I was able to, I made a decision like outside with have a very deep foundation in healthcare, patient care to the specific. So I'm like, okay, I can make my passion with this new experience I've found over the year. And that was how Missy Care was born. So yeah, so that's basically my journey through the Web3 space.
Thank you. That was that's a very obviously a beautiful story. Looking how ladies like you have come this far in the industry, and I like the aspect of what you are doing at I know the Memsi care. I hope I pronounced it well. Exploring blockchain and AI to healthcare. I think that's one of it's definitely that alone. I've been following up with such a trend, from afar, and it's going to revolutionize healthcare as a whole. Personalized healthcare, of course. We'll come to that. So, without wasting much of our time, let's hear from Muneeb. Muneeb, the mic is yours.
Hi everyone. Hi Chinonso, and
Yeah, thank you.
thank you for inviting us here. It's really great to be here with such a forward-thinking crowd. And okay, I'll just give a brief introduction. I'm based out of Dubai, working for AKW Consultants. We are basically do regulatory compliances for all the blockchain and major AI projects. About my background, so basically I come from traditional finance. I mean, I started my career as a derivatives trader at trading index options and futures. Then for a while I was in the investment and wealth management industry. Very institutional, very structured. Around 2019 and 18, I was in India, and there was a cryptocurrency exchange being built up. Again, a startup. I had no idea what a crypto is, what a blockchain is, or what Bitcoin is. Probably I couldn't even differentiate between the three. I got in touch with the founders. I found the opportunity really exciting, and how they explained to me was very simple. That we're just building a trading platform. We're doing it for derivatives. We're doing it for equities. We want to make the same for the crypto. And eventually we exchanged words, and I got an opportunity and I joined them. Fast forward to 8 months, they got funding from one of the co-founder of Facebook at a valuation of 1.2 billion, and they went on to become India's first crypto unicorn. And then I was like, whoa, what's happening? This is something real. Then I got a little deep into it, understanding what exactly is a crypto. And coming from the traditional financial industry, I was not really into the meme coins, because I understood that it's fag, it's not gonna sustain. But then why the valuation, what the numbers, why we are moving into the industry? Then I discovered the blockchain technology. That's the real alpha. That's the real game happening. So after understanding what blockchain is, next few months were deep dive into studying and understanding what exactly is a technology. Why do we need Web3? why the shift. So, fast forward to today, I'm with AKW Consultants, and we bridge traditional finance and Web3. We advise firms in the UAE and GCC on digital assets compliance, tokenization, and regulatory frameworks. We do multiple projects, across multiple virtual asset service providers. We take on functions such as compliance, audit, so that they can just focus on building their product and expanding their reach. They do what they're best at. We take care of the rest. So that's quickly about me.
Thank you so much. I mean, thank you for your story. Very, 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 very exciting story, interesting one, and everyone has said a lot when it comes to their story, and you will find out one particular thing is how they how they took growth very serious. That is one of the aspect. That's one of the thing for me I got from this entire stories, from all speakers, how growth in each story, it's very essential, and to everyone listening, growth is essential because trust me, you cannot. The future belongs to the learners. That is how it is. In whatever industry you find yourself, and everyone is a learner. I am a learner, and everyone here is a learner. So thank you so much for that wonderful introduction and story you've shared. To all of us, means a lot. Means a lot to me. So I'm just gonna go further. I think I'm gonna try jump some question because I know we have some serious engagement here on the show. I want us to talk so much more, and we'll be talking about Web3. Some of you shared the story on Web3, so I'm just gonna move straight. Let's talk about what you do. Still on what you do. Yes, I know some of you here working with an ecosystem. Some of you private companies. I'm going to start from yeah, I'm going to start from Jerry still. Jerry, of course, we all know you are associated with the Ton blockchain. I'm going to be very honest. It's one of the most dominant blockchain here in the Web3 domain. Personally, I'll be honest. I don't know much about Ton blockchain, to be sincere. I only know that it brought about tapping. What I'm trying to say is Tom blockchain, of course, plays a huge role right now. It's making strong headlines. And when it comes to even mass adoption, so try break Tron to us. I mean, Tron. Don't make me say Tron. Tron to us, and let's hear from you as an expert, as someone who's worked with the team. Attended event. Connected with a number of people who are developing. You've also built a community of your own. On Ton. So what is Ton, in fact? So why Ton, and just share the details, and try and relate it to what you do and everything. So thank you so much. Yeah.
All right, thank you. That's actually a very big question, and you pardon me. I will just try to make this as simple as possible. Um, I understand Ton so well, and most of the time today, you can't explain Ton without bringing Telegram into the whole story. For me, I think one of the things that attracted me to Ton first is the Telegram ecosystem because I liked the Telegram ecosystem. It's one ecosystem that makes it so easy, and since from day one, it has been a very phenomenal ecosystem, and then the build and everything about it, and it makes it easy for you to do a lot of sophisticated stuffs while you're still a newbie. And so when I first heard about Ton around 2019, I think 2018, 2019, I I didn't really pay much attention because around me it was just a few people that were into Telegram and then so on. So, but fast forward to 2021, 2022, I began to pay attention to it because I was saying this was what I was thinking. If Ton has a relationship with Telegram, then it's going to be as good as Telegram. And so I decided to start checking it out. And when I got there, I realized, oh, it's just a few people or nobody that was really talking about Ton on the timeline. And one of the few persons I saw back then was Damex. I will always keep saying that I met him. was talking about it. And so I asked him questions about the ecosystem, and then I tried to also follow up, do a lot of research. There was so much research I did on the Tron blockchain, and finding out that this blockchain is phenomenal. You know, it is so good that it's going to change a lot of things. And one of the core aims of the blockchain, that's Ton blockchain, was to onboard a lot of people. To be precise, they wanted to onboard over 500 million people into the ecosystem. You know, and so I said, okay, now I can be part of this. So I started following up. I was one of the first African ambassadors. The first, one of the first, yes, I think. Um, a lot of people that joined then left because Ton was not paying, and so nobody wanted to work for free. But for me, I was like, no, 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 no. I really love what these guys are building, and for me, it's just the fun that they want to onboard a lot of people. And I said, let's do it. And in 2023, they introduced something called the Art Wallet, which came on Telegram. You know, and that Art Wallet actually came, and you can actually send ton to people while having a conversation. For example, I can be having a conversation on TG with you, and I will just the way I send you attachment, I can send you ton that way. And that was really amazing. And that was one of the first things they started using to onboard people. And you know what we were doing was a couple of projects I worked with, we were just sending ton to people. In fact, I onboarded a lot of influencers and KOLs by just sending them ton. Yeah, you can be chatting and then you just see money drop in your chat. And it is so easy that you don't need to go the route of creating wallet in a long way. It's a custodial wallet. So you just click on the fonts and then it will just ask you to check the terms. And then when you agree, automatically you have a wallet and it's connected to your TG. And I can use your Telegram username as your wallet address. So that was really fascinating. And a lot of people were excited about it. And personally, with other projects that we collaborated with, we gave over 5 to 10,000 ton. Yes, I know a lot of you will be like, "Whoa, yes, we gave so much ton." If you check right now, I think that should be over $30,000 or something. You know, we gave that much money, and people were excited. Most people used it to start their journey on the Ton ecosystem. I know a lot of people that I onboarded on the timeline. Of course, yes, I don't want to brag, but I onboarded a lot of people using Ton. And I began to go on spaces. I was speaking about the ecosystem. Pretty much at some point, I was called the Ton Man. You know, once I show up on a space, and on if there's any lack of clarity, they'll be like, the Ton Man is here. And then I was there to share light on the ecosystem because I understood and resonated with the idea of onboarding people. Because when you look at the Web3 space, we're just a handful here, and except for today that a lot of people have joined up Web3 in the last 3 to 4 years, it was difficult. We were still struggling, just a few tokens, few people that have understanding of what crypto and Web3 is all about. Now here's a blockchain that wants to do more, and I was ready to help because I wanted to see more people understanding what crypto Web3 is all about. And then these guys were trying to do it in a special way,
Indeed.
and the ecosystem was building products that was making it easy, like that ad wallet, and then they were building other products on Telegram that was making it easy for people to interact by just chatting. And that was really amazing for me. So I jumped on the ecosystem, and then we began the evangelism. We got a lot of people, and then we organized a lot of events, both online events and IRL activations and so on. And then we were able to onboard people hands on what not just on, but what crypto and the Web3 ecosystem is all about. And today we're here.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, the story of Ton as a whole, uh, I know excite me so much to, and I can totally agree with you from what you guys put up there that Ton, the open network. Ton is indeed the open network. I believe Ton has played a huge role in mass adoption. To be honest with you, many people find Ton very fun and very amazing due to the fact that